Was it wrong to keep boundaries during a time of loss? Before the story begins, it's important to say this isn't about judging anyone's grief. It's about boundaries, and whether compassion always requires personal involvement. A person shared a situation that raised a difficult question. They used to have a close friend named Mandy, someone they'd known since school. Over the years, they were genuinely close. That friendship ended after Mandy began dating the narrator's brother, Eric, shortly after he lost his wife. There was no dishonesty involved, but the timing felt deeply concerning. Eric was grieving, and his young children were struggling with the loss of their mother. The narrator felt that moving into a new relationship so quickly wasn't emotionally healthy for anyone involved, especially the kids. When Mandy shared the news about the relationship, the narrator expressed their concerns honestly. Mandy didn't agree, and the narrator chose to step away from the friendship entirely. Situations like this often divide opinions. Some people believe timing matters deeply after loss, while others believe adults should be free to move forward however they choose. About a year later, Mandy and Eric got married. As time passed, the narrator stayed involved mainly to support their nieces and nephews. Their relationship with Eric became distant, but they remained a stable presence for the children whenever possible. During the holidays, Eric and Mandy announced that they were expecting a baby. The news brought up complicated emotions within the family, particularly for the children. Not long after, Eric asked the narrator to take the kids for the weekend. Mandy was experiencing a miscarriage. The narrator agreed immediately and welcomed the children without hesitation. Helping the kids felt important. It was a way to show care without reopening a relationship that had already ended. As the call was ending, Eric asked if the narrator would reach out to Mandy and offer emotional support. He felt she was struggling and could use someone who understood loss, especially since the narrator had experienced a miscarriage in the past. The narrator declined. They expressed genuine sympathy for what Mandy was going through, but explained that they no longer had a relationship with her. Reaching out wouldn't feel sincere, and they didn't believe it would help either of them. The call ended tensely. Later, another family member suggested that offering support would have been the compassionate thing to do. This is where the real question emerges. Does compassion require personal involvement, or can empathy exist while still maintaining boundaries? Loss is painful, and no one deserves it. At the same time, boundaries protect emotional health, especially when history is complicated. Reasonable people can see this situation differently. So the question remains, was the narrator wrong for standing by their decision?